Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Calvin here with Droid Life. So, you probably know what this is. Obviously, the box, the packaging, sort of a dead giveaway here. And since OnePlus, whose logo that is, announced the OnePlus 3 yesterday, yeah, it's probably safe to say that this is a OnePlus 3. And it is. This is obviously a special, fancy reviewer's style box. But we're going to unbox it and we're going to start talking more about it. The unveiling was yesterday. We've now got one in house. We're going to put it through our paces, our review, our style, tell you guys what we think about it. So again, let's get it started here. This is our OnePlus 3 unboxing. So in case you guys missed any of the coverage yesterday, we've obviously got specs at the site, pricing, availability, all of that stuff. I'll try to walk through that as we're doing this unboxing. But yeah, this is the OnePlus 3. So again, this is a special box. This isn't going to be what you get when you order the $400 phone. So let's go ahead and slide this out and see what OnePlus has sent us here. Sliding. I mean, this box it's pretty massive. All right, so sort of classic OnePlus styling here. This is, I believe, the VR headset. So if you didn't get one of the free VR headsets, yeah, it is. So this is the Loop VR headset in partnership with Ant VR. So this is what they sent to everyone so they could experience the unveiling. It looks like they're giving us one during the review period as well. So that's what that is, and we already have one, so that's fine. That would be phone. This looks like a stack of their cases. So this year, instead of offering you, sandstone or different colors and textures and things like that, they're basically just giving you cases that you can put outside of the phone. So the phone comes sort of an aluminum, gray style back. And then if you want to dress it up, and if you are a big fan of the sandstone, which we are, they do give you options to buy these on their website, and they're available for order right now. This is the dash charger. So dash charging is essentially OnePlus's style of fast charging. And so that's what this is, a dash charger. Or maybe it's a secondary dash charger. So I'm hoping one comes in the box. This is a dash charge car charger. So dash charge car charger. I guess I could read the box there, and it does actually say that. But let's get to the phone. This is what you guys really care about. So I'm going to attempt to pick up this entire box and move it aside so we can get into this. All right, and back. So here is the OnePlus 3 in box. Now, again, this is available for order now. It originally started in the Loop VR sort of environment, and then 2 hours later, something hit OnePlus's website. You can buy it now for $399. And a little tip here, Tim ordered it through the Loop store initially, and his shipped already within 24 hours. I ordered one also through the regular website, and I don't know that it's shipped yet, but it said it was supposed to ship within, I think, 2 days or something like that. And there's priority shipping, which is only like $10 in the US. And so you can have this thing pretty darn quickly. So anyway, in terms of packaging, pretty standard stuff from OnePlus. There is there's the OnePlus 3 logo there, 3 there, blah, blah, blah. You guys get it, it's a box. So let's shimmy this out. I will say OnePlus always does a really nice job with packaging. Okay, so here's the phone. Set that down and see what else is inside the box here. So OnePlus 3, tip that over, and just looks like a little card thanking us. Oh, yep, Carl Pei, one of the co-founders, thanking us. So here is a dash charger. So it does come in the box with a dash charger. So this is their version of fast charging. Essentially, they're trying to push more current, but they're keeping all of the heat element of that current, I believe, inside the charger, and that's why it's such a big brick. And so they're thinking you can charge faster without causing overheating and your phone getting really hot. And it should also be able to charge faster while you're playing a game or watching a movie, doing something intense on your phone. This is USB Type-C. But this is their own sort of proprietary charging system, I do believe. So I don't know that your normal fast charger is going to work with this, although we can always test that and things like that. But dash charging, you're probably going to need this little brick right here in order to experience that ultra fast charging. So, but they do give you one in the box, so that's good. All right, moving that aside now, let's talk about the phone. So here is the OnePlus 3. Let's pull stickers off. I'm sorry if you guys don't like it that I always pull these stickers off in the video, but they just drive me nuts. Other stuff, which I am not going to read. And there is a little screen protector, which I will pull off. and hopefully it doesn't take me an hour here on video. There we go. All right, so there is the phone. I can't help but think that this looks a lot like an HTC One M9, but it is what it is. It's a sleek looking phone. So this is obviously the sort of gray and black aluminum. There is also a white and gold version as well. This is all that's available to start. They're going to add the gold version later on. So let's power on here and fire up that and start talking about specs and things like that. So OnePlus, powered by Android. Obviously, it's got all of Google's software and things like that on it. We'll let that boot animation roll. So we've got a Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 processor inside. That's obviously Qualcomm's newest and greatest, and should be powerful enough. It powers all of the other flagships of the moment. It does have 6 gig of RAM, which may seem overkill, but whatever, we're processing more, doing more on our phones, more RAM the better, right? On the front though, 5.5 inch 1080p display. So not quad HD. It is an AMOLED though. It's actually an optic AMOLED if you want to get really fancy with it, but it is it's 1080p, so full HD, not quad HD. And it's kind of funny, they launched the phone in VR, and we typically think when you're using a cell phone for VR, you want quad HD, you want more pixels and things like that, and then they ship a phone with 1080p, whatever. It's kind of hilarious, but either way, 1080p. I'm not a huge, I guess I should say I don't have any issue with it being 1080p. That should help in battery life. Our eyes tend to be fine with 1080p. We're not going to be seeing a bunch of pixels in this thing. I also really love the fact that they went AMOLED this time. So it has 64 gig of internal storage, no micro SD slot, but that is UFS 2.0 storage, so it should be really, really fast. We have a 16 megapixel camera here on the back, optically image stabilized, also has phase detect, autofocus, and electronic stabilization, I believe, as well. So the camera should be plenty fast. It is a camera hump though. So you do have a little bit of a hump there, which, we're not huge fans of, but it is what it is. We've seen enough humps on phones. I think we're just sort of used to them at this point. Obviously, you have a flash right there. On the front, 8 megapixel camera. Both cameras are f2.0. Inside, 3,000 milliamp hour non-removable battery. So the battery here is it's a good size. I mean, that's kind of where everyone seems to be going, is, well, outside of the Moto Z, everyone is 3,000 milliamp and above. But they were able to keep this really, really thin with that battery. So it is only 7.35 millimeters thick. So it's a pretty thin phone, but does have a 3,000 milliamp hour battery inside. So should have plenty of juice, especially with that 1080p display. You have Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow on the inside, Oxygen OS over top of it. But Oxygen OS, if you're not familiar, is a lot like Motorola's take on Android, where it's not really a skin. It's basically they take a stock, clean, pure Android, and then they apply features that they think actually might that you might actually enjoy or might actually add to the experience. Let me just see if I can skip all of this stuff and get right into the phone so I can show you a bit here of Oxygen OS. Skip. Yep, Google services are good. OnePlus, skip. Yay. Okay, so we should be in there now. All right, in terms of the rest of the specs, so you do have that USB Type-C port on the bottom. It's only USB 2.0 though, not 3.1. It's also not Qualcomm's quick charge, we don't believe, or any of that. It's like their own proprietary charging. You have a single speaker there, headphone jack on the bottom as well, and it's a pretty sexy underside, I will say, for a phone. Up top, absolutely nothing. On this left side over here, you do have a volume rocker, and then this, in case you're wondering, is a silence switch. So you can basically go into do not disturb mode just by clicking that all the way up. It's similar in a way to what the iPhone does with its silence switch, and it's one of those things I just wish more people would do. So I'm glad that OnePlus does it. They did it on the OnePlus 2 as well. On this right side, that is your power lock switch to get in and out of there. Let's see. You also have 802.11ac Wi-Fi, NFC this time. Yay! NFC returns to OnePlus phone. So if you're interested in Android Pay, you will obviously have access here. So NFC included. Thank you, OnePlus, so we don't have to talk about that. Dual Nano-SIMs in this, no water resistance, and it does only cost $399 for this. So really premium phone. Display so far, just first time seeing it here, looks really, really nice. Have a fingerprint sensor down here as well. Also keep in mind, you do have capacitive buttons or the fingerprint sensor, which doubles as a home button, but you can also switch this to on-screen buttons if you're one of those Android purists that would rather have on-screen buttons. So it's kind of whatever you want to do, and that's part of Oxygen OS. So, but just so you guys can see this here, it looks like stock Android. You jump into the settings, it looks like stock Android. But then you'll see the alert slider. You can customize some things there. There's some other customization with like icon packs, and they may even have some themes. But there's a dark mode. You can change the status bar, LED notifications. This is where you can tweak your buttons to go on screen. So if I just tap that, I now have on-screen buttons. So it's simple tweaks to stock Android that really makes it pretty cool. And this is sort of what we like to see from companies. So hopefully they keep up with software updates, because some of their phones in the past haven't exactly been the quickest at getting software updates. So we hope they sort of keep doing that, especially with Android and just around the corner. That's pretty much it for now. I mean, it's a pretty lengthy unboxing, but I did want to show you guys the phone, look at what the OS is. I forgot they also have the shelf software, which is sort of their version of, I don't really want to call it their version of Google Now, but in a way it kind of is. It shows frequently used apps, and you can do memos, and it shows the date, and I believe you can maybe even do some weather stuff over here. So they do have their own version, but you could obviously throw on Google Now launcher if you want. But for the most part, you know, this is the OnePlus 3, and there's definitely some stuff we want to play with, show you, and we'll have a full review before long. But if you guys have comments, questions, or want us to do anything in particular with this, we can certainly do that. Oh, before we completely close out here, let's just fire up the camera. It's supposed to be really fast. And let's take a picture of hand. That's pretty quick. Let's close out of it though. Oh, there we go. Home button, close out. Yeah, that's pretty quick. So obviously it's in a perfectly lit situation, and that's my hand, but we'll obviously test that more and figure out what else is going on there. Again, for now though, we are Droid Life. We're out. Peace.